I'm live. Hey! So here I am on YouTube this morning, moving from Facebook Live to YouTube Live to do the morning shakeout. So I realise that it's Bank Holiday Monday and probably most people aren't wanting to get up and do some practice, so maybe you'll come to this later on today. But I shall wait another 30 seconds and see if anybody joins, and if not, we will get started straight away. Weather here is a little bit cloudy today, a bit windy after the most glorious Easter weekend that we've had with the sun. So let's have a look. We've got a couple of people here that are coming on. Okay. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to bring myself back to here so that you can see, and then we're going to start. So first of all, just take a breath in, reach the arms up, push up through the heels of the hands, give yourself a long stretch. Breathe out, and again take a breath in, and a breath out. Take another breath in, and a breath out. Another breath in, and as you exhale, reach out through the heels of the hands. So we push through the heels of the hands, keep your shoulders away from the ears. Take a breath in through the nostrils. Breathe out through the heels of the hands. And again, take a breath in and a breath out. Keep the eyes wide open and then slowly release the arms all the way down. Tune in with the feet together and then start to work through the wrists. So keep the fingers wide open and circle the wrists. Keep the eyes bright as well, so try not to have a heavy eye. Keep the eyes bright and wide. And then go the opposite direction, so we twirl through the wrists again. Keep reaching out into the fingertips, so it's kind of not like a relaxed, really you're opening up the system, so you want to feel the stretching coming through. You might feel little tingles through the wrist, through the arms. And then we're going to come into circling through the wrists. So we circle through the wrists in both ways. And then go again, both ways. And then we're going to come into shoulder swing. So we'll do both arms together. So we just swing gently. So you can start slowly. So we're just going to start to swing and open up the shoulders from the morning. So there's this, just let the momentum bring the arms down. So notice I do a little bend in the knees, and this can allow that kind of swing back. Keep the wrists and the hands relaxed. Try to release any tension or gripping that you're holding. And then you can start to do alternates. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2. And you can see I'm doing a little rotation. So we work through, so we rotate through the waist. Just a little opening up. Get that rotation. Relax through the eyes, through the jaw. And you're just gently trying to work within a range that allows the arms to move freely. So we slowly just swing from one side to the other. And go quite big all the way up. All the way, and then just bending the knees, and then you're going to just slowly drop your gaze down towards the floor. Keep your feet planted, and then just gently swing the arms. Keep the knees bent, this will support the back. Notice that I'm keeping my spine in quite a neutral position, not tucking under like this. Try and keep the spine neutral. You're just pivoting the hips back. Oh, then gently bring yourself back up. And then come to rotations. So you can take the feet wide and then just gently swinging around from one side to the other. And then this is what I want you to do, because sometimes when we're moving first thing in the morning, we can be restricted in our breath. So what I want you to work with this morning is just that exhale through the mouth. So we do a slow inhale, then an exhale through the mouth. In that nice, relaxed letting go. So you do that inhale. And don't be afraid to make noise. Make as much noise. Release the throat. Release the energy in the throat. So we take a breath in. Now take it a little wider. So we reach around with the elbow. And you can see I'm taking the opposite heel off. So we allow that reach across. So you open up through the whole of the back. The energy all around the kidneys. So we reach around. Have fun with this. So keep the eyes open, and especially because if you do this with your eyes closed, it can make you dizzy. But just that you're trying to keep the energy up while we're doing this. So the eyes stay wide open. And then bring the arms back, bring them down slowly, and then bring them back to the center. Good. And then you're just going to bring your arms up to shoulder height. From here, you're going to lift your shoulders up to your ears. Then you're going to take them down. You inhale, bring them up. Exhale, take them down. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, take them down. Then you're going to inhale, bring them forward. Exhale, squeeze them back. Inhale, bring them forward. Exhale, squeeze them back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, squeeze them back. Exhale, bring them back. Then we're going to do a circle. So you're going to come forward, up, squeeze them back, drop them down. Bring them forward, lift them up, take them back, drop them down. One more time. Forward, up, take them back and down. And then keep them back and down. And then bring them back up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down, and then just shake them out. And then you're going to just do circles through the neck. So what I want you to do is, as you do, lift your head up. I want you to open the mouth so it looks like this. So we turn our head to one shoulder. You're going to drop the chin down. Keep your rib cage pretty still. As you come to the top bit, open the mouth. And then as you come back to the other side, close the mouth. So the bottom of the circle is the mouth closed. The top of the circle is the mouth open. Close and open. Come back to the center and we go the opposite direction. So we lift to the shoulder, open the mouth as you go over the top, and then close the mouth as you come to the bottom. Open. And then close, work within a range that feels comfortable to you. Open. And then close. And then come back to the center. And then just start to work with shoulders. So you're going to lift one shoulder high, then the other shoulder high. And then see if you can lift the opposite hip as you lift the shoulder. So we go up, up, up. So you're walking on the spot, but the shoulders are lifting up. So we inhale, exhale, work through. So we're starting to open up the side of the body. Open up the side of the body. Reaching up, opening through the rib cage. Great. And then we're going to go forward and back. You should already start to feel that heat that's starting to come up. So we bend the knees, anchor the tailbone, not tucking under. You're just dropping the hips down. From here, keep this stable. And inhale, lift the chest up. And then you're going to exhale, bring it forward, in and down, and look down towards the floor. So we inhale, we lift up. And then we exhale, we bring it in and down. We inhale, we lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, drop it down. Good. One more time. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. And then inhale, come up, and then we're going to just have a little circle. So this is like you're hula hooping, but we're trying to get into the rib cage. So when you're doing this, there's some areas that you'll feel that just need that extra little, wake up. So use your elbow. It's really nice to lift the elbow up, take the hip the opposite direction, bring it forward. Just don't hold your breath. Keep the eyes open. Let your body find a way to move that opens up all this tissue around the back. Great. And then come to standing, and then from here, circle through the hips. So keep the feet down onto the floor. Circle, keep your legs straight. So really go around into the places that you feel that are a little bit stiff, but don't push too hard. It's like you're oiling the joints. It's a little bit freeing up the area. We've been sleeping all night, so we're removing that fascial fuzz. And opening out, then go the opposite direction. Open out. And then you're going to get a little freestyle, so we're going to bend the legs. Those dancers, those of you who are dancers out here, I can see Alex is here. So Mr. and Mrs. H, I know that you're great movers. So get in there and open up through the hips. So we release all the way through there. That's assuming that Mr. H is with you. So we work through that, get into that, get a little freestyle, play. Then come back to the center, circling around one leg. So always good to challenge the balance. Circle through the lower leg. And one way, then the other way. Great. Then you're going to open the fingers and the toes and the eyes. You're going to inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to draw it all in. So close the eyes, close the fists, close the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. With your eyes closed, see if you can keep your balance. And then exhale. Open up. Fingers and eyes and toes. So we'll try that again. So you're going to lift up. You're going to inhale. Close everything. Fists, fingers, toes, eyes, feel that instability. And then when you're ready to take a breath out through the mouth, open everything. And then just shake out through the heels. So all you're going to do is just bang out through the heels so you feel that vibration come all the way through the body. Feel that energy, the sense of the body waking up. So keep everything relaxed. Try and jump. See, I'm jumping my heels off the floor, so you want to do that so that we get this vibration all the way through the body. Good. Then we're going to come into a little bit of shaking. So we know this one. So the wrist, try and get right into the wrist, the fingers, so we can go sideways, up and down. Release through the fingers, come into the forearm, through the elbow, up into the shoulder. So we release all the way through that tension in the upper arm, release it. And then come to the opposite side. So we do the opposite side, again, flicking the wrist one way, then the other way, and then through the fingers, through the lower arm, through the elbow, and then coming up into the shoulder. Release any of that tension down through the arm, out through the neck and shoulders. Then come to both shoulders, so we release any tension through here. Take a breath in and release, sensing you're releasing deep into the chest with a lovely R. So we inhale. And again, take a breath in. And then come through to shaking through the upper body. So this sense, what you're doing is you're bringing one shoulder forward, one shoulder back, one forward, but doing it quickly. So it's a bit like this. But then you bring up that speed, and you just see if you can let your arms and your hands rest dead weight as you do this. And then you'll feel that your hips want to start getting involved. So start to work through your hips So again, keep your arms and your hands really relaxed. Ooh, and then come into the hips. Ooh, you can go really fast. You can go really slow, but right at the moment, go fast. So what this is really doing, you'll feel with this waist twisting like this, we're building up heat in the core. So the fire, Agni, sorry, and we're building up that digestive fire. So this is fantastic for the digestive system as long as you breathe. If you hold it tense, you're not going to get that freeing. So you want to try and relax the abdomen, relax the perineum as you're doing this. So it might help to do a few breaths. You take a breath in, and then we go, relax, and then come into the legs, and we're going to slowly just bend and straighten. Bend and straighten one leg. So it looks bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Don't worry about anything else that's happening in the body. Just work with this, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Relax through the arms, relax through the jaw. Keep the eyes wide open again. And then see if you can start to speed this up. So as you start to speed it up, you'll notice that the position, the movement becomes a little smaller. And then you can start to, you could stay here or you could start to increase even more bending and straightening until we take it to even like a minuscule amount so that you can start shaking all the way through. So if I show you from the side, it's like, and you should feel that feeling of vibration all the way up through the body. So working all the way into the body, through the feet, through the body. So we're really just trying to shake off any stagnancy in the system, in the tissue. We can get so tense without knowing. So this is a great way to release that tension, to relax the jaw. Really important to relax the jaw. This tension in the jaw will bring great tension into the pelvis, into the lower back, so then the energy doesn't flow in the pelvis. Really important for this energy to flow around, known as the lower dantian in Tai Chi and Qigong. But really it's the pelvic area, the navel chakra. The solar plexus will get tense, the root chakra. So we want to keep that free so that the energy can flow. So the more we contract down here, guess what? The more tense we become in the mind. So work through, relax deep into the pelvic floor, and then just do a little kick out with the heels, twist around. And then the opposite side, so we wiggle around. Dancers out there, the twist. Release through the hips, enjoy that sense of movement, and then just have a little jump around. And then a little slap of the feet. So walk around, stamp your feet. So you wake up that energy in the soles of the feet. And then as you do this, come to standing, then we're going to wake up the energy channels in the hands. So you're going to clap forward, clap back, clap forward, clap back, then clap up. Clap down, clap back. Up, forward, 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 back. One more time, and then stamp it out again. Stamp it out again. Woo! Really open out the feet. Spread them, stamp. Get that, can you feel the kind of contact with the floor? And then come to standing. So keep the eyes wide open and just tune in. Get a sense of the body. Get a sense of your energy. And then we're going to work with that lovely lymphatic flow. When we inhale, you pause the breath. You pause the breath on an open, on the end of the inhalation. So we inhale, clap, rub the hands, rub the face. Then we're going to come down the sides of the body, over the tops of the feet, up the inner groins, down, all on a paused breath. All on a pause breath. When you're ready to take your exhale, we go ha in your exhale. So there's a lot of research coming up at the moment about building up our tolerance to carbon dioxide. So the breath holds, the breath pauses are really good for that, and that will bring that respiratory health and also the increase of the oxygen uptake in our cells. So it's really good to work with these pauses, but work within a range that feels comfortable to you so that you're not completely out of breath after the time that you've paused. Yeah? So here we go. Take a breath in. Pause the breath. Ha! And then shake it out. Come back to breathing through the nose. Just because we've done that pause. I'm going to do that one more time. Here we go. Tune into the breath. Here we go. So we inhale. Pause the breath. Ha! And then shake it out. Then come to stand. Notice the feeling in the body. So again, we're going to work with those pauses of the breath. This time we're going to do it at the end of an exhale. But first we're going to do Bastrika into the chest. So the Bastrika is this. We're doing it slightly differently. So we're going to inhale. As we inhale, breathe high up into the rib cage and the chest and lift the shoulders to the ears. And as you exhale, we release that all the way down. Okay? So we're going to do that 6 times. Taking a breath in together. And a breath out together. 6 times to the chest. Tune into the breath. And then what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, and I'll show you, we're going to do 5 to the chest, 5 to the rib cage, and then 5 to the rib cage. We've done this one before, so you're going to inhale, then we're going to exhale and pause the breath. And within the pause breath, we make these movements. 5 up, 5 side, 5 to the center, and then we take a breath in. If you need to take a breath in before that, then do so. Don't hold so that you feel like you're going blue in the face, yeah? Okay, here we go. So we're going to inhale together. Exhale. At the end of your exhale, just lightly draw the navel in towards the spine. Pause the breath. Here we go. One, two. Inhale. Turn the palms out. Pause the breath. Exhale. Tune in, keep the eyes open. Find something to really look at. Keep the eyes wide. Feet grounded. You might want to, if 5 is too many, then do 3. Okay, we're going to do that again. So we're going to go through the 6 Bastrikas and then go straight into the pause after it. So here we go. Take a breath in together and a breath out together. Here we go for 6. Inhale together. Exhale. Pause the breath. Inhale. Open out. Pause the breath. Exhale. Tune in, eyes wide open. Eyes wide open. Let the breath settle. Let the breath settle. And then from here, just a little side stretch. You're going to step one leg behind the opposite. If you want to do the same as me, I'll step the left foot behind. Left foot steps behind. Anchor the sitting bones down. Weights into the front, into the back foot rather than the front foot. Shift the hips out to the side, the back leg side. And then you're going to inhale. Lift up the elbow. Lift up the elbow. Try and sense that you're lifting the armpit up towards the ceiling. Relax the opposite arm down. You can hold on to the back of the head and then just drop the floating ribs down. Anchor your sitting bones down and imagine you're in between two panes of glass. Press the back of the head into the hand and bring your attention to this rib cage, the side of the rib cage. And if you can put your hand there if it helps and breathe into this rib cage. Sense an expansion on the side of that rib cage and an exhale. And then you're going to inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly come back up to the center, gently bring yourself all the way back, tune in. Maybe notice the difference in this side. You might feel more alive, more awake. Just get a sense of what's there. And then we're going to do the opposite side. So we step back and behind, place all the weight on the back leg, and your front leg is relaxed, but you're pushing through the ball of the foot. From here, you drop your sitting bones down. You anchor the front of your rib cage to the front of your hips. And then you're going to inhale, lift up the elbow. So we lift the elbow, so you reach the elbow. My other arm is relaxed. And then I'm just going to place the hand behind the head. And I'm going to let my hand just nestle into the back of my neck. So I'll show you from the back so you can see. I'm just holding the base of my skull here. And then what I'm going to do, just press my head lightly back into that hand. The elbow is going to keep reaching up directly. And then you're going to just place one hand on the rib cage. If that feels comfortable, you can keep it down and bring your attention to this rib side that you're stretching and opening. And sense breathing into this. So we're really working to expand the rib cage on this side. Keep your sitting bones anchored. What I mean by that is they're dropping down and heavy. Your bottom isn't sticking out towards the back. Keep breathing into the side of that rib cage. And then on your next exhalation, just gently come back out of that. Slowly release the arms, uncross the legs, come back to standing. Just tune in. And this time I'm going to ask you and invite you to close the eyes. So close the eyes. If that feels comfortable, otherwise keep them open. Anchor your attention down now, so you bring your energy in and down. So we sense the soles of the feet in contact with the ground. And then you want to allow the weight of your body to sink down into that. So now we're starting to kind of almost get that. The energy's been coming up. Now we need to ground that a little bit. So what we're going to do first is we're going to tap out. So soft fists come up on the inside of the hand, inside of the arm. Don't be afraid to, you want to really, don't miss bits. You know, sometimes we can just, get a little bit blasé about it. Try not to get blasé. Really make an effort to make that contact all the way down the outside edge. Lift the arm. A lot of lymph nodes here under the arm, so tap it out. All the way around the top of the shoulder. You can go lightly here. And then down the side of the rib cage. Down the side of the rib cage. Then go to the opposite side. Up the inside. Down the outside. Lift up the arm around the armpit. And you can keep the eyes wide open for this. Great, down the side of the rib cage. Down the side of the rib cage. Tap out through the back, the neck. Through the tap through the head. Keep the eyes especially wide open for this so you can release all the way through. And it's like excessive wideness in the eyes, yeah? Not so that it's creating tension, but you know, sometimes when you're banging your head, you can close your eyes. And then just give your head a little scrub while you're here. The two-pace shuffle. There we go. Just move the scalp. Great. And then come back into tapping. Tap lightly around the face, around the jaw, around the eyes. Keep the eyes open. Come down through the throat, through the chest. So we're tapping now down through the chest. Tarzan, get a good chest underneath the collarbones. Oh, release through the throat. Oh, and then come across the chest, underneath, through the rib cage, down the side, through the back. So we start to tap out through the back, through the base of the spine, around the kidney area, over the buttocks. Give your buttocks a good tap, good tap, good tap, good tap. Then down the outer edges of the legs, all the way down, over the tops of the feet, come up the inner edges, inside calves, inside thighs, come over the inner groins, light tapping over the inner groins, another area of a lot of lymph nodes. Then over the sides of the hips, down the backs of the legs. So bend your knees to get into the hamstrings. Don't hit the backs of the knees, just jump onto the calves, shins, and then up the tops of feet, shins, over knees, over the front thighs. And then brush it out. So we brush out through the chest, flick it down. My favourite, back of the head, flick it down. And really release any of that stagnancy at the base of the neck. Neck, release any of that stagnancy around the neck. Clear again down the fronts, remove down the sides, flick it down. The back, flick out through the kidneys so we get this lovely flick down. Flick down, flick down. Then down the outside edges of the legs, down the inside edges, down the fronts, down the backs. And then let's calm through the face, just wash all the way through the face. And then underneath the eyes, down the nose, through the chin, through the neck, and then come to standing. To coming to standing, take your feet hip width apart. Soften the knees. So we sit a little bit into the heels. So you want to not come forward. You want to sit that weight back, almost as if you were just about to sit on a chair, but you're still weight is even. So the knees aren't going over the toes. We're coming back more. So just have that solid stance. Just slightly lift the hip bones up so that you get this connection with the sacrum dropping down at the back. And then allow the rib cage to soften. Draw the chin back in towards the throat. Relax the arms down to your sides and close the eyes now. So we bring that energy down into the body and especially down into the feet. So from here, sense the feet on the ground. Take a slow breath into the into the base of the rib cage, not into the, expand the bottom of the rib cage. And then as you exhale, sense the rib cage narrowing, coming back to the spine. Inhale and exhale. And then just closing, so we push down through the heels of the hand. And inhale, rotate the arms out. As you exhale, you're going to make a bird's beak with the fingertips. So if I show you, it's like this. We bring the backs of the hands together. We look down and arch through the upper back. Then you're going to inhale, bring the arms all the way past the body. And then you're going to exhale, bring the hands down and sense that you're sinking your energy down in towards your feet. Pause the breath. And we'll do that again. So we inhale, lift the chest, look up, eyes wide open. As you exhale, bird's beak, bring the backs of the hands, look down, anchor your energy down into the earth. As you inhale, we sense the eyes wide open. We lift the energy up. Reach the arms up, and then as you exhale, the palms flat down towards the floor. We feel the weight of the body sinking down, the energy sinking down. Pause at the end. One more time. Inhale. Rotate the arms out, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, bird's beak, bring it back in, look down towards the floor. Then you're going to inhale this sense of lifting, drawing energy up. Pause at the top as you exhale, bring the hands down, looking down towards the floor. Great. And then relax the arms to the side, close the eyes, gather your attention in the body, and then take the left hand over the heart with the right hand over the top. Allow a glorious smile to come across your lips. Let that smile radiate into your eyes, and then repeating the words in the mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this life, thank you for this day, thank you for this amazing vehicle that carries us through our life, this body. Thank you for our families, our pets. Thank you for everything. And then gently opening the eyes, and thank you so much for joining me this morning on YouTube Live, my first YouTube Live. So hopefully feedback will be great. Let me know how it was in the sense of how it is to use YouTube, and hopefully I will see you Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock, YouTube Live to do another shakeout. Okay, take care everybody. Bye.